You know, every great legend has a beginning, right? That one moment, that single point in time where a bunch of different paths cross, and suddenly a whole new story is born. Well, today, we're cracking open the book on just such a moment. This is Journal Entry Zero, the origin story of a group that would become absolutely legendary, the Celestine Company. And this is where it all kicks off. Not with some huge explosion, but quietly, in a frontier town called Oakhurst. I love this line because it just hangs there in the air, you know? It makes you wonder, right from the get-go, was this just a random coincidence? Or was something much bigger, like fate, pulling the strings? All right, so let's talk about the setting. Because in the story, the town itself is basically its own character. This isn't just any old place. This is Oakhurst, a town of whispers. And as you can see, it's where legends start to take root. Okay, so picture this. On the surface, Oakhurst seems like your typical quiet frontier town. But you can just feel it, can't you? There's something off. You've got these creepy woods, the old road, whispers about people just vanishing. And then there are these rumors of sunken ruins. It all adds up to this growing feeling that something evil is stirring. This place isn't just scenery, folks. It's a powder keg waiting for a spark. So who are the heroes that get drawn into this mess? Let's meet the 5 wonders who are about to become the founding members of the Celestine Company. First up, we've got Tango. And just look at him, an aarakocra ranger. I mean, how cool is that? He's got this incredible bird-like appearance, totally at home up in the trees. As a ranger, the wilderness is his domain. He literally sees the world from a bird's eye view, a perspective none of the others have. And that's really his whole deal, right? He's got these incredibly keen eyes and even sharper instincts. He's not just some brawler. He's the scout, the tracker, the eyes of the company. His senses are his deadliest weapon. Okay, so we go from the high branches of the forest down to the shadows. Meet Irie, the halfling rogue. And yeah, you look at her and it's easy to think, oh, she's just a small halfling. But trust me, underestimating her would be a huge mistake. She thrives in a world of whispers and secrets. And that's the key right there. Small in stature, but bold of heart. She's the classic rogue, through and through. She can move like a shadow, and when she strikes, it's with absolute precision. She's the team's hidden dagger, for sure. All right, from the shadows, let's step into the light. Every good team needs that unshakable anchor, right? Their rock. And for this company, that's Takklin, the dwarven paladin. I mean, just look at him, decked out in heavy armor, wielding that massive hammer. He is the very picture of an immovable object. And this quote just nails it. He carries his shield and his faith in equal measure. His strength isn't just about how hard he can swing that hammer. It comes from his unbreakable oaths, his unshakable resolve. He is the shield of this company, both literally and figuratively. Now you've got the shield, Takklin, but what happens when blows get through? You need someone to mend the wounds, to bring back the light, and that's where Zaya, the half-elf cleric, comes in. You can almost feel the warmth coming off her, can't you? A beacon against the growing darkness. I love the phrasing here. Carried hope into even the darkest places. She's not just a medic patching people up. She's the spiritual core of the team. When things look bleak, she's the one who reminds them what they're fighting for. And last but absolutely not least, we have our 5th member. This is Winter, the human sorceress. Right away you get a different vibe from her, don't you? This isn't learned, practiced magic. This is something wild, something raw. She is the magic. And this description is just perfect. Pale as frost, with power flickered like a storm contained. That gives me chills. It's such a great way to put it. She's not some wizard who studied in a library. She's a walking, talking storm. And that makes her both an incredible ally and maybe just a little bit dangerous. So there you have it. The ranger, the rogue, the paladin, the cleric, and the sorceress. 5 totally different people from completely different backgrounds. What on earth happens when these 5 paths cross in a town full of whispers? Well, their destinies start to weave together. Think about it like this. Each one of them is a single strong thread. But on their own, they're just threads. But now fate's at the loom and it's weaving them into this incredible tapestry. A legend is born. And that really gets to the heart of what the Celestine Company is all about. They're not just some random adventuring party. They're a fellowship. And their names are woven together by courage, by faith, and by the insane dangers they're about to face. That's what makes them legendary. So yeah,
From these pretty humble beginnings in a spooky little town, the chronicles of the Celestine Company officially begin. This is page 1, the very start of a story that's going to make some serious waves.
But this origin story leaves us hanging with the exact same question that brought them all together in the first place, doesn't it? It's the whole reason they formed this company, the big unanswered mystery. So what evil was stirring beneath the earth?